Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossball and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, 2019, episode 81 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode, so please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, so if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Today I'm going to be talking about Backroads. Yeah, Backroads. I love driving on Backroads. No matter where it is, no matter where it takes me, I love driving on them. And I literally drive on them just for the fun of it. Just because I like driving. And I absolutely detest city roads. I do. But Jesse, you're a school bus driver for the city of Kingston. Yeah, I know. I drive through the city of Kingston all the time, and it gets really boring and really annoying driving through the city, dealing with different city traffic, different city roads being closed all the time because they're always closed in Kingston because they're always redoing roads, or they're putting in gas lines, whatever it is. Fun. But I love driving back roads. I mean, I take Binneywater Road every morning to go to work. I mean, I love driving on the back roads because, well, not because I can speed. I mean, a lot of people do it because of that, but I enjoy driving on the back roads because it gives me something to do. It's a lot better than just driving in a straight line down Route 32. I mean, sure, it can get a little windy and hills and all that stuff, but that's not fun. I mean, it's a big open road. Nothing fun going on. With Binneywater, you have really, really curvy roads, and you have to really slow down. You have to watch everything. You have to watch for deer. It's a lot of fun, and you get to just see the woods, and you just drive through the woods. With more 32, you're driving on this huge road. You're driving through a road, basically, and that's never fun. It's like, okay, whatever. This is boring. And you see cars all the time. I mean, I love driving on Binneywater just because I don't see many cars, and it's a lot of fun driving without many cars on the road. I drive all through Kerhonkson. I drive, like, up in the no man's land of, I don't know, different 213, like, I love driving on these back roads. I hate driving on state route roads, and it's really annoying because there's a lot of them. And, like, Route 28, it's so boring because you're just driving up the road. Sure, you get the great views and all. It's really awesome, but it's like there's not much to do. I mean, not much to see. It's like, okay, whatever. It's just cars, and you have to deal with the traffic and people driving slow and driving faster and then passing you. And it's like, okay, this is boring. This is annoying. I don't want to deal with people. So I don't like dealing with people when it comes to driving, but I drive through Kingston all the time, so I do it and I deal with it, but whatever. The thing is, these back roads, they're just so nice. They're calm, they're peaceful. I can drive at the speed limit without having people freaking me out. Like, okay, are you going to pass me or are you not going to pass me? And then when they pass you and then cars are coming the other way and you're like, slow down. It's like, really, come on. At least on the back roads, they're less inclined to pass you because they're double yellow lines most of the time. And also, they're really windy, so you don't know what's going to be around that next corner, so they're not going to take it. I mean, I've had people pass me on, like, 213 going through, like, the Vly with a school bus. I mean, people are nuts, but that's not the point. The point is I love driving on back roads because it's so much more fun because you don't have to deal with as many drivers on the road because so many people just don't know how to drive, and that's just life. I mean, I wish more people knew how to drive, But whatever, it's just life. But you don't have to deal with all this crazy annoying road work all the time in Kingston if you're driving through the back roads of Kingston. I mean, sure, right now there's a lot of road work on like Wilbur Avenue in Kingston. That's just nuts. Every morning it's closed. Every afternoon it's really bumpy and things happen, But I love driving on the back roads just because I get to see new places. I get to go different places. I just shook the camera. But I get to drive different places, and I don't even know where I'm going most of the time, and it's like, okay, I'll just drive. It puts me in the mind space of just clearing my mind, and I have to focus on everything around me. If I don't know where I am, I have to try and figure out where I am, so that way I can find my way back home, because there are many spots in upstate New York where you can just drive down a road and you'll just lose all signs of civilization, and then you'll lose cell signal, and you're like, okay, I'm really in the middle of nowhere right now. That happens a lot. But I actually love those moments a lot more than I like driving down the city roads, because guess what? It's an adventure. I like adventuring. I rode my bike from Colorado to Washington because it was fun. I mean, all I had was maps. I didn't have a phone. I had a phone, but it was more of a slide phone. It wasn't really an iPhone. I had an iPod. That only worked with Wi-Fi, but whatever. I didn't use electronics to find the way anywhere. I had maps. And these maps were the only way to go anywhere, and they didn't have a little dot on them saying that you were there. I had to figure out where I was from looking at the road signs. And most of the time, my dad just let me be the navigator because it was more of a learning experience for me. And that way, I could just have more fun. And sometimes, sure, he disagreed with what I thought was going on and how to get certain place, and eventually he agreed with me because I did in fact know where I was going, but it took other people telling him where to go for him to understand that I knew where I was going. So whatever, that's life. But yeah, I love going down these back roads. And then with my bike, even I love riding my bike through upstate New York, because you just get all these different views. You get to ride your bike slowly through these areas, and you get to smell different smells, and you get to, yeah, sure, some of those smells are cow manure because we have a lot of farms around us, but whatever. I mean, you just ride faster through those areas, but you get to stop and you get to look at the little creek or the little brook, and you get so many views and animals, deer. All the time. You always get to see deer on these back roads. Sure, main roads you get to see deer, but they're mostly dead all the time, which isn't exactly fun. It's also more dangerous on the main roads because you're going a lot faster. But yeah, you just get to see all these different animals. I've seen foxes, I've seen deer, I've seen turkeys, so many different animals, and I love the back roads. I mean, there's not much else I can say about that. Back roads are just more fun, and it's more of an adventure because you don't know where you're going, and then you find where you're going, and then you're like, oh, that's where I am? Oh, this is cool. And then it's like, oh, I want to take this way more often. And I've driven around the reservoir a bunch, the Shokan Reservoir. I love driving around the reservoir because you just get to see new things, and you get to just drive, and it goes on forever. So you just drive and drive and drive, and like I like just driving and talking to people in the car. Like, it's just the most fun thing to do. Like, whenever I'm just in the need of talking about something important with someone, I just love driving because I can talk, and I can just drive and it'll be all good. You know, it's just relaxing. It's zen for me. It's meditation. I love meditating while driving, in a way. I mean, I guess I'm meditating, but I'm also driving, but whatever. Driving is fun. Backroads are fun. They're way more fun than driving on main roads. It's just kind of life and how it goes. Backroads versus main roads. If you are afraid of backroads, I don't know why. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a little bit of fear here and there, but it's fun. I mean, go out, explore. You might have fun. I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you really enjoyed this episode.